Have asked me for my views on the hysterectomy. Let me break the whole hysterectomy thing down for you in a very, very quick, logical, critical thinking kind of perspective. Why? So Nat's meant to be 28 when she had endometriosis, and she was with Trev, and Trev stopped being with her because she couldn't have kids. That would have been 28. She would have either been 28, 2009 to 2010. The fake age. 2009 to 2010. 1 year before they got married and they were engaged. Why would Trev propose to Nat if it was a deal breaker that they couldn't have kids? That's one question. 2, you're rich. You both have very good jobs that is are accumulating wealth. You both come from wealthy backgrounds. Why wouldn't you adopt or have surrogates? I mean, everyone does it in Hollywood. Why wouldn't you do it? Nat would want to keep her figure. Makes no sense. Thirdly, Trev, that is the most apathetic, selfish and psychopathic thing I've ever heard for a spouse to drop another spouse like a hot potato, because she's got endometriosis and has to have a hysterectomy. After what? That's like, they were together since 2004 supposedly. So that's what, 5-6 years in the game? 5 or 6 years in the relationship, and all of a sudden, well, they don't even break up, they get married. Yeah. So you can tell here that this whole current theory led by Tom Markle Jr. is a complete and utter psyop, and anyone who hasn't actually asked these very simple questions to you in their YouTube videos should be questioned, because this is just as simple as possible debunking the hysterectomy. You wouldn't get married after you found out that you could no longer have kids, and that was the whole reason as to why you broke up and were divorced. And then lead it on for another 3 years, 2 years after that. Just insane. So it's a psyop. It's to make you believe, to give you the logical link between a hysterectomy and surrogate children, to believe Fauci and Fiblet. And Tom Markle Jr. is leading that with all the other accounts. If they have not put this forward, it would be just an easy debunking, and it would tell you that everything that is said by the Markles are fraudulent, because this doesn't make any sense. And why now? Do you ask yourself, why now are they spewing this out? Yeah. Also, for Tom Markle to then go, I don't know if she's had children back in what Paula M is saying, 1997. Well, you would still be living around and still be hanging around Nut at that time. That's a huge gap. You were still talking to her, still having a close relationship with her, supposedly until your grandma died. So 1997, you would know all about a child if there was one. So you saying I don't know, and that she had a hysterectomy, which was 2009, 2010. So 12, 13 years later. Yeah. You can see where this is going nowhere. It's going nowhere. And it's all one big lie, and now you've got to question, why are you being sold it? And it's just such a deep dive when it shouldn't be whatsoever. there should be no dive whatsoever. And if people are making this theory credible, you really strongly have to question their motives. Thank you.